welcome back to Adventures with Vehicles. Today we are working on this thing. Okay, what is this thing exactly?
It's a KP Mini 150 Lifan.
Okay, what year is it?
2021.
2021. Okay, so we are doing a carburetor upgrade on this thing. As you can see here, difference in sizes. This piece broke coming off, and that's going to be the size carburetor. We are going to be making an adapter. This is the original adapter that went to the head. This is one I've already pre-cut, and I'm going to make a jig to weld this, TIG weld this up, so we can put the larger carburetor on it. So hopefully you can get some more ponies out of this thing. And we will be doing a port on this head later on. We'll have a video on that, because I'm going to help them do the porting on the head later. And we will be doing a match port from the intake runner to the head. We will get a video of this thing, how it runs and performs after it's all together. It may be in this video, it may be a separate video. So stay tuned.
And we're going to do a cylinder upgrade from a 150 to a 200.
Oh, heck yeah, that'd be fun. Alright, we're going to get you guys set up here so you can see what I see. Alright, you can see my marks on the table here, my lines. This is my orientation, so I can keep the orientation correct. Oh, yeah, it was this way. So I drew a line that goes from here to here. That way, when I go to TIG weld this back together, it will be the right orientation, and so the carburetor will hopefully fit correctly in there. We're going to tack it first, make sure, before we full seam it up. But it'll sit like so when it's all together. Alright, we're going to tack this in place in a couple spots. We're going to attempt to. And hopefully without burning the shit out of myself. And then we'll test it to the bike. Good old pop metal.
You want sticking to it?
Oh, it's sticking to it, just...
Don't want to.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to. Double check this before I spin it. I went a little bit more than a tack, just because it's kind of chintzy aluminum, and I didn't want to have any chance of it breaking and chipping out. So I'd rather do that. So I'm going to let this cool for a few minutes, and then we will test it to the bike, and I'll see what it kind of looks like with the carburetor just sitting on it roughly. I'm just going to hold it up against it, because we still have to do a little bit of torque matching on the back side here, which we might do before we try to put it on the bike. That way we can just get a better look of what it's going to look like, to make sure everything's going to line up. Alright, now we're going to be doing some hillbilly porting with this, but I'm not supposed to use a drill bit, but I really don't care. That sucker's still warm. Let me see that old gasket. Is this it here?
But that's for the front, so.
I need one, the old one from the back.
Yeah.
If you got it. Does it have one?
Nope.
It was the O-ring, right?
It was
Correct.
the O-ring.
Now, is the one from the front and the back the same size?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm just wondering on the bolt pattern. That's what I'm checking real quick. Okay, so.
Oh, actually, we'll try it on the back.
That way I can.
Nope.
Nope, they're not. This is. Man, it's crazy how much heat this thing
And
holds.
it's all the way around.
Yep. Back to back. Alright. So we need to go. You can't really see it, but I marked it with an ink pen, so that's where I know where to stop. I'm going to use a smaller drill bit, and then I will, just so it cuts through faster, and then I will take a drill bit that's the same size as the port, and then I will just lightly kiss it in there. Now that I got close to my diameter, well, the depth I want, now I'm going to clean it up with another drill bit. Got a little bit larger drill bit. I'm going to play with this now and hopefully don't take off any fingers. Still one. Alright, we did some porting. Now you can see that it lines up a lot better. I don't know if you can see that real well or not. Hopefully that focuses in. And you can also see the port size differences between the two. I mean, they're quite a bit larger. We will either port the other head to fit this, or we will build this up, then port this and the head to fit once we get the head off. But for right now, we're going to put this on there and just see how it rides. It may give the carburetor a little bit of turbulence, but if it does, we will port it accordingly. So right now we are going to see if this fits with the new carb, and we'll let you see what that looks like. And if it fits, we're going to go ahead and finish welding this up. All right, you can see we got it on here. It's just hand tight and we got it tacked, but it'll sit in the stock location. And we are going to modify this tube here later on. Not in this video. We'll probably do this tube when we also modify the exhaust or do the porting. We're not sure yet. For right now, we just want to get the carburetor on it. We're probably just going to cut this and make a little cheap connector, probably using like a rubber Fernco or something, until we decide if we're going to keep this setup. And well, now we got this like this, we'll get it TIG welded up so you can see it, and then hopefully here in a few minutes we'll have it to where you can hear it run.
200 on it, which will probably be tomorrow.
Oh, you already got the head for it?
No, I got to port that head. I got
okay.
The jug and piston. I got the brand new jug and piston at home.
Oh, okay.
And it come this color, but it's this color now. Gonna look stock.
Heck yeah. So someone looks at that welded intake adapter and you go, what is going on there? But most people won't notice that. We can actually, if you're going to take it back off again, we can smooth it all out
We could.
and paint it black.
Yeah. Here comes somebody.
All right, you can see we got the carburetor on. We have a hillbilly hose clamp. Let me move this out the way just a little bit here. You can see that little tiny slit right there where his finger is. We're just going to put some RTV on that. Just because the difference in hose size was wouldn't quite go over it without putting a slit in it. So, but later on, like I said, we're going to change this whole tube out all the way to the air box and enlarge it just a little bit. We might make it out of stainless and make it nice and pretty and neat. So we're going to zoom out now and give it its first fire up. Uh-oh. We may have to do a little tuning on it a little bit. We'll see here.
It's still cold yet.
Yeah, the motor's still cold. And in a second, we'll strap a GoPro to it and take it down the road. Because before, it would only go about like 55.
About 60.
Yeah, about 60. Guys, definitely breaking up. I said we need to do some port matching on it. So I guarantee you it's just gathering fuel right there in front of that import, that intake.
Exactly.
That is causing it to buck and spit and sputter.
Looks like this.
All right, we're gonna reevaluate this. We're gonna do some more stuff to the bike. They're going to be putting a, what you said a 200 jug?
Yeah, 200 jug and piston.
200 jug and piston in it. So hopefully that will make it run a little bit better, because right now it's running way rich.
Porting on the head and exhaust.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of porting on it, and we'll revisit this bike. This will be part 1 of this video, so there will be a part 2 of this hopefully out in the next week or 2. So we'll revisit this, and
part 3 will be straight up and down.
Part 3 will be straight up and down, riding a wheelie. Yeah, we'll definitely revisit this, you guys. Hopefully you guys will like this, and hopefully you guys learn a little bit on this. We'll have her back here in a couple days, and we'll redo some video of it. Either I'll go over to Scotty's garage, or he'll bring it over here, and we'll knock it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. Thank you for tuning in to Adventures with Vehicles. I'm Joe. We'll have another video for you here shortly.